athletic training for about 5 years. Came across this opportunity from a friend of a friend, and then they thought that I'd be a great fit to go with the medical field into recruiting. Did a lot of interviews with everybody, with Danny, with Riley, and just kind of transitioned off of there. And it worked out. So I get a little bit of the medical field. I get to help people. It's just in a different aspect. So it's going well, getting things together. It's definitely a process, but it's a lot of learning. It's a lot of adjusting. It's a lot of transitioning. Overall, I have to say that I'm very thankful for the opportunity and that it's definitely progression. It's growing me as an individual as far as doing something different that I've never done before. I've never been a salesperson, I've never been marketing, I've never done anything like that. So getting to like pull that out of me, out of my comfort zone, has definitely made me grow as an individual. It definitely makes you a more versatile person, even in general. You know how to address people in a different way. You know how to empathize in a different way. You know how to be overall just not necessarily a better human being, but a better communicator. So my biggest challenge I've had to overcome is mostly the anxiety of talking to someone who doesn't necessarily want to talk to me. The biggest thing with that is that once people just, they hear your voice and they hear that it's like calm and collective, and it really kind of changes the shift of the conversation. That's the biggest thing, and so that's what I try to use as my strength. Overall though, the anxiety of calling somebody who doesn't necessarily want to hear from you is probably the biggest challenge overall. The biggest thing that I thought about recruiters is that they're just trying to sell you. Now there are some that do, don't get me wrong, but the biggest thing about this practice is that we want to place people in the right fit. This thing is not transactional, it is like getting to know people. That is the biggest thing has been also a challenge, is to try to develop those relationships with people. And if you can get someone who wants a good fit and is willing to explore their options, like a lot can come from that. Obviously sports, I love sports, but that has to be somewhat apparent. I love dogs. That sounds really stupid. I love anything about like with shows as far as any type of heist type of things. Like I love things like that. Love a good brewery. Can't complain about that. And I don't know, I think I just like spending time with my friends and family. Meet new people, because there's a lot of people that have become board eligible and everything. Hopefully I can meet them, make the connections, and we can get them in a good spot as far as their next career opportunity. Especially after being at school, it's scary. Your first job after being at school, even during your residency, is kind of terrifying because you're on your own. You don't have people to go to, you don't have a supervisor, you don't have a teacher over you. So it kind of goes with recruiting. Like they've kind of released me a little bit more now. So giving me my wings to fly a little bit and try to find some new people and make relationships and make connections.